Got a little smoky business. A little too smoky. What's up, guys? Joe here. Start of another one, I guess. So I did do some stuff off camera for this video. See, all that stuff's on there, intake and all that. I did figure out how to bleed the clutch. Turns out it works better if you bleed the right one. I forgot about this one up here. I guess I ain't got to touch that one down there because it has pedal now. I pretty much did it the same way I tried to do it down there. So it's got pedal. I started up and tried it. Wheels spin when they're supposed to and stop when they're supposed to. So try to button some more things up here today. I need to get these wires that run to the speed sensors or ABS, whatever they are. I gotta put an end on that one, which I have. I just gotta hook that one back up and put it back in its little clips that hold them on the AR mirror. Just gotta do that. I also want to get under. If I had to put it up higher to do it. I didn't have a light. Of course not. There where I welded it, underneath there is a leak. So I'm gonna try to get under there with the welder and tack that up a little better. Might help it run a little better too. So once that's done, I can start it up a little bit and run a little longer, and probably hook my code reader up to it, see if there's any codes. And throw some of this front end stuff back on, the wiper cowl and all that. Tighten up this headlight. Excuse me, I'm kind of belching there under my breath, but you know, some of these things I took off that were probably pretty much pointless to take off, but so yeah, that's what this video is going to consist of, and maybe by the end of it, take it for a spin around the yard, see what happens. Things that come later, I gotta look into the lower strut bolts there that were screwed up when I first started this. If I have to, I think I can cut the ends off the old ones. I know one of them is pretty burgered up where they grounded down, but if I have to reuse those, I guess I'll try to. Should be enough thread left. Otherwise, I'm gonna look for more or see if it matters which kind of bolts are in there, because I don't know. But what's there is good enough to move it around and test out here in the yard. I just want to make sure it's safe for the road too. Also, I noticed while it's up on jacks, I can't remember if I touched on this before, I thought I didn't tighten something up, but I went back and checked it. And I think I might need a hub assembly because everything's tight. So I gotta look into that too. But that'll come in a later date. So I'm gonna get to, I guess, fixing those wires and then doing the exhaust, some of this other stuff here. See what I can wrap up here in the afternoon. Alright guys, well, got that done. Got them wires all ran as you saw. Ain't hanging down no more. I got that plug there and stuff a while back when I got the timing cover. Been holding on to it. I did get a little fancy there and heat shrink over the butt connectors. Didn't solder, but it'll be fine. Heat shrink's getting fancy for me. Usually it's just butt connectors. Bear! What? Stop it. Good boy. So now we're going to weld up this exhaust here a little bit. And yeah, there ain't a whole lot to explain there. Just got to weld up the opening there a little bit. So I'll set you up while I do that. Ugh. Not a lot of room to weld under here. So, yeah. Stupid helmet. Come on now. This sensitivity set. Sun shining, of course it is. Oh, I gotta put the hood down on this or something. Sun's messing up my hood. The damn weld hood kept going dark when I didn't want it to. High quality around here. I'll get this welder tuned in. Ain't nothing goes easy around here, does it? Oh, oh, come on. The melter tip. Oh, never mind. Got her. Probably about due for another tip. That almost got in my eye. You never know as a welder judging by the welds on this kind of stuff. It's my day job. Come on. Hello? We working or what? What's going on here? Am I out of wire or something? I just want to weld this up a little better. Too much to ask for? Yeah. Man, this is ugly. Nice. Alright. That's ugly. It might go. But it's more sealed up than it was. We'll try that. Alright, guys. Got that exhaust welded up. Yeah, so I guess we'll get to throwing some of this front end stuff back together here. Get the fender on there better. The inner liner and everything there, and some bolts and snaps and kinds of other dumb things. Yeah, so I got all that stuff. There's all the fasteners and everything. There's covers. I forgot where they go. Some of it might go on the passenger side. Gotta do this headlight. Just realized I still gotta tighten up this induction duct or whatever you want to call this thing that shrouds the radiator and stuff. I didn't realize I realized I forgot to do that by looking at while I was assessing what I need to do. So I gotta put those bolts in. And yeah, so I'm gonna do the right thing, and I'm just gonna do that on time lapse because there really ain't much to explain there, you know. And that's just how I want to do it. Nobody's giving me any input on what they'd like me to do or touch on more. So I just try to stick to the important stuff. Plus, I can get it done faster that way. So that's what we're going to do. So I don't remember exactly what I said here. Realized I didn't have sound, but I think I'm explaining what I'm gonna do with putting in radiator or putting in something here. And in the process, I screwed up the radiator, which you'll learn in the next scene, which may have been me re-recording this after realizing the audio was not there. So, like, I don't know. In my next scene here, we're not going to do that. I don't exactly remember what that was, because it's been so long ago since I did this. So enjoy this last little bit of silence from this scene and get caught up in the next one. I was going to take this out, but I'm just going to leave it here. Alright, well, guess I ain't doing that. I missed putting this on and getting the bolt started. I realized I had antifreeze dripping. So, what happened was, if you can see it, there's antifreeze coming from right there, right there, in the radiator. I must have nicked it messing around in there. Talk about cheap crap. Now I guess I gotta pull this out again. And maybe hopefully I can solder it or something. I don't know if it can be soldered or not, but that's a setback. That's a stupid setback. And you know, it probably wouldn't happen if things weren't so tight in here. Maybe I could have been more careful, but I'm leaning more towards that other one, but it is what it is, I guess. That kind of pisses me off. Because now y'all gotta wait. And I ain't gonna bother putting the rest of this front end back together because I'll need to get the shit out of my way. Oh, I'm about over this. Well, I guess I get to price some things and do this in the evenings through the week, I guess. I was hoping to have, well, I'll still be ahead because now I'm behind. I'm trying to get the video before this uploaded and things, which I think I explained, but maybe I didn't. My state-of-the-art setup here, you know, I ain't got a laptop like all these other bigger channels and things with all kinds of space on it, and you know, so I have problems getting things uploaded or transferred or whatever you want to call it sometimes. So once I figure those issues out, videos will be coming. Of course, you'll get this message after the fact, probably, because I like to put them in like chronological order for the most part. So I guess I'll be back when I figure out what the hell I'm doing. Alright guys, next evening. Last night I got that mostly back together. Well, it's all together now, but I got the radiator in and some of the hoses hooked up and had some other things to do, but it was getting kind of late and I was tired. Didn't want to screw nothing up, it's frustrating enough. So I finished it up here today. We'll see if that leaks at all or holds up for a little bit. Even if it held up long enough to just let it run a little bit and see where things go. So I guess we're going to see what happens here. And I'm doing this with no mic this time because in the current video I'm trying to get up, I started with the mic going and the sound quality sucks. So I'm going to set you up here. Guess on a tripod or something, probably moves around some, I don't know. Just kind of winging it. So set you up here and start her up. guess it sounds alright. It's kind of got like a gallop when it turns over, so I don't know if it's down on some compression or what. I don't know. I mean, it sounds like a 3.1 should sound. So. Maybe I got a belt or something screeching over there, or pulley. Yeah, it's just some stuff burned off the manifolds. A little bit more coolant in there. Well, I'm gonna get it down off the jacks, I guess, and just get ready to take her for a spin in the yard or something here. I might hook up the code reader, see if it pulls up any codes. I didn't see a check engine light, so I don't know, that's a good thing, I guess. So I'll be back. Alright, well, no codes came up. Got her down off the jacks and everything. Guess we'll go try this thing out. Gonna be a little difficult to film. Oh, shit. It's gonna be a little difficult to film because couldn't figure out how to mount any cameras. Nothing wanted to stick to the windshield or anything like that. So, guess I'm gonna have to hold it and do all this. This is gonna be tricky. Scoot this seat up some. Clutch feels kind of soft again. Now there's, oh, depending on the foot, it just feels weird. Guess we'll just start this thing up, see what happens. Brakes. Why were they going to the floor? Fluctuating for some reason. need power steering fluid. Let's see if I can do something about that. I'll be back. Well, that turned into a bunch of my time and evening wasted, and then the rain came. And then the window wouldn't want to go all the way back up. Yeah, I don't know what happened there with my mouth. Speech was all messed up. Anyway, I did get, what did I just do with it? Oh. I did get some power steering fluid. Gotta put that in there yet. So I'm gonna put that in here and see if we got power steering back. And see if we can test drive this thing. Also, kind of rigged up a thing for the for another camera. Things I gotta do. Anyhow, I'm gonna get putting this in there, and then when I'm ready, we'll be rolling. While we're in there, things running rough. That camera's dead, so that was pointless. Guess we'll just see what the hell this thing does. Make sure I got brakes. Clutch is very soft. I may have to re-bleed that. Hold up, we got some stuff happening here. Got a little smoky business. Yeah, something happened. A little too smoky. It's oil leak or what it is. Definitely got some bugs to work out. May test drive this someday. I think as far as I'll take it right now is to the garage, or closer there. So I look up under here, see what's going on. I got some things going on, so guess I'm doing that now. Never mind. Okay, so I think that smoke might have been from this power steering line. I think it might have a hole in it or something. That, or I overfilled that and it released here, because this is like a return line, I think, from what I gather. Because that's anything that's wet back here and anything it dropped on. So I gotta look into that. Maybe the exhaust leak. I don't know what I'm gonna do here, but I'll keep you updated because it's kind of hard to film any of this, so film what I can and update you where I can. Yeah, so I guess this thing's gonna have a bunch of little annoying things wrong with it till it's ready to take first on any kind of ride. Not to mention road ready. For some reason this thing turns over better in the car. So I mean, I'm almost tempted to, even though they're hard to get to, do a compression test again sometime. I don't know what's so different about it being in the car that it makes it turn over a lot faster, but it does. That's where I am. I really ain't got much to say about it. may do a couple things and take a break from this thing for a while because it's getting frustrating, and I'm sure y'all bored with this series on this car, judging by the results or numbers on my videos. So yeah, so I'll update you. Alright, well, I took this loom that was off that line off and started the car and turned the wheel and everything and watched it. I didn't see no leak. Eventually some stuff did start to burn off again, but it might be just from whatever squeezed out that one time, or it's oil from valve cover or something, but it shouldn't be. So I guess I'm just gonna go ahead and try to drive this thing. Alright, see if this thing starts again. Starts right up. Shifter feels a little weird. Where's Bear at? Ciao, Bear! How are you? Bear, move! Where'd he go? There you are. Really? Perfect. Ciao, Bob. Ciao, Bear. Move. Ciao, Bear. I guess it's just not gonna run or drive. She being jumped. She's got some issues going on. I don't know what it is, but I don't know. Ain't out of the woods yet. Well, did have this thing going again. I checked the fuel filter and stuff there, and it was clean. I can blow right through it. Yeah, she's getting plenty of gas, I believe. I don't know. I couldn't film it because I kind of did it real quick, but I just kind of fed her, as old Derek Vice Grip Garage says, I fed her the onions and took her one quick trip around the yard. I did get up to second gear, but then I came back here and parked it, but it kind of cleared up a little bit, but after it runs a while, the idle dies back down and starts to surge, and then she cuts out. And yeah, I don't think that was power steering fluid. If it was, it's burned off now, but I don't know. Could have been oil. I'm still trying to figure out here I'm Googling things and all that, so I don't know. Might look into the fuel pressure regulator or some sensor, I don't know. I'm not getting any codes. I don't know, so I'll let you know when I figure something out. I'm not gonna waste your time or mine filming me diagnosing things. That might take forever on a car like this. On a dummy like me. really check, make sure every cylinder's getting spark, things like that. I don't know, but it's about 7:30 Thursday night. It's starting to get dark and I'm a little exhausted. Consistency of the videos will probably be affected a lot here lately. I'm working overtime at my job and pretty exhausted afterwards lately. So, you know, I don't have the energy, or I'm too tired, or just don't have the motivation to mess with some of this stuff. That's why you ain't seeing nothing. I ain't got the time and energy of some of these other guys doing this stuff. You know, maybe that'll change. So bear with me. I don't know. I'm also, like I've mentioned previously, I still gotta get the last video up. I was having trouble with that, and I haven't even messed with that this week. So, so yeah, that's where I am. Not sure when this will come out, but I'll mess around some more and decide whether I end this one on a low note. I mean, there's a high note making some headway, but I don't know. Got me stumped right now, so I'm gonna get off here and I'll be back. Alright, so yesterday after I got off work, I went and picked up some brake clean and carb cleaner and stuff like that. And while I was there, I just went ahead and picked up a temperature sensor. What's that? TCS, temperature control sensor? I don't know what it is, but TSC, temperature sensor. Something, I don't know. I'm not saying it right for some reason, but you know what I mean. Goes there in your intake manifold there. Or as for mine, it goes in the same deal, just kind of in the side of the thermostat housing there. But anyway, so before I mess with that, I started up again, started messing around with it. I did notice a check engine light come on. Well, let me back up a little bit, sorry. I took out the IAC, which is unplugged now. We'll get to that. Yeah, it's one of these plugs. And cleaned that up, put it back in, started again, and still running like shit. And then I realized that was unplugged. But before I realized that was unplugged, I was getting the code finally, and it was a code 15, which I didn't look up right away. I was like, I wonder what that is. So once I saw that was still unplugged, because I'm an idiot, I just assumed it was because of that. Well, I got my little book out, because the OBD1, you gotta get the little book out. It ain't like the OBD2s. And maybe I'm just that good. I don't know. We'll see when I change it. Well, changed it. Just haven't tried yet. It said about temperature control switch or whatever it's called. I don't know why I can't say the name right today for some reason. Temp sensor, that thing. Well, I changed it last night off camera. I just didn't finish. I had to take the whole damn throttle body off again to get to everything. You can't hardly get on it. Well, the old one, the wrench, it wanted to round off the hex of the fitting there. There, come here. Anyhow, where was I? So anyway, I changed that out last night off camera because, as you can tell, I wouldn't have been able to get a good view without holding the camera and working at the same time, which is impossible. So I just went ahead and changed that out. The new one there did come with another pigtail, which is good because they're starting to look a little shabby. At least I thought so. Thought I saw copper here somewhere. I don't know, so I might go ahead and change that out. Yeah, I saw copper. I don't know what it is with all the plugs on this car. They all need freaking switched out. But anyhow, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Put it all back together as much as I can. Well, what made me get that part to begin with is all the gas it's accumulating in there, so it's getting too much gas. I figured it was either that or the pressure regulator. So I thought I'd try that first. So anyway, I'm gonna put that on here and get her done. Sorry, I'm all over the place. Alright, well, I got this back together here. Everything back together, battery back in. Done putting coolant in it. Oh, it helps close the petcock before you put coolant in. I find out the hard way, of course. Sorry, I wasn't expecting to do all this round around. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and see if I made any headway. These damn cats. Set you up here and I'm gonna give her a shot. May need the charger, I'm not sure, but I guess I'll see. Yep, charger it is. Well, let's see what this will do. What's up with the throttle? Oh shit. That helps. I didn't even have the throttle hooked up. I just put the stupid clip back on too. Let me fix that. Let's try again there. Well, kind of got a bad mist still, but I don't know. Seems to do a little better. Also says low coolant, but I'm out of coolant. But there's some in it, so. I think I'm gonna unhook the battery again for 30 seconds, see if the computer resets or any of that, and then try it again. Alrighty, give her a shot. Alright, see if I take it for another ride. Shifter's a little goofy. Some annoying stuff I had to work on, huh? No. Thing still is goofy. I don't know what's going on with this thing. You might get to witness a good ride in this thing. I don't know. Alright, well, I'm not sure what to do about this thing right now, so I'm going to take a break from it. Pull her around the side here or park it somewhere for a little bit. Tired of putting money into it for nothing right now. I mean, I'll probably collect some parts over time here on the cheap. But I got other projects here to get to. I'm sure you're all tired of seeing that one. Probably should have never did a video series on it, really. So, I got this thing to do something with. I got my 88 back there to get ready to put the bed back on. Cause I like to do a lot of work to that this spring and summer. For now, I think I'm just gonna hook her up to something and pull her around the side there, or around the back, or over there, or something. Get it out of my damn way right now. All it's doing is frustrating me. And yeah, like I think I need to put a try to do a compression test again. Seeing how it turns over better in the car for some reason. At least if that ain't it, at least we can rule that out. But I don't know why it's running so shitty. At least there ain't raw gas in the airbox again. So, I mean, maybe I fixed that. But as soon as you go to drive it, it stalls, cuts out like that. I'm really not sure. Had to think on it. The idea of getting a cheap car to fix up is not to put more into it than you bought it for. At least that's the idea to me. Unless it's a car you really care about. But I mean, I guess, you know, even though I said this in the last video that ain't up yet, you know, we accomplished getting it running. We fixed the timing set and all that. I mean, it's got a lot of little annoying bugs to work out. The main one being how it's running. I'm not touching nothing else till I figure that out. That window can stay down forever. I don't give two shits. I'll put that trash bag back over it. Things like that can come later. If it's worth it. Who knows? Maybe I'll just sell this thing as is. I don't know. I hate failing. And I guess I'm going to end this video on another fail. But at least it kind of runs. Anyway, I got to get this out of my way, because I want to do an oil change on that truck there. And this thing's just sitting in the damn way. So, thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe, comment, give me your input. I don't care. Well, I care, but say whatever you want. So, you know, this will most likely be continued later. At least a couple videos down the road, maybe, or something. I don't know. Alright, I'm done rambling. Thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe.